Hello, Facebook friends and YouTube subscribers. Today is my second review. I did Passengers a little bit earlier. This is my first review of 2017. Passengers was my last film of 2016, but today I'm reviewing my very first film of 2017, and that is Underworld Blood Wars. If anybody knows the Underworld series, it takes place in modern day history and it stars, and the main character is Celine. She's a vampire, or they have a term for it, No, that's Deaf Ears is the character. There's something with deaf. I know deaf killers or deaf eaters, something like that, where they reproduce more vampires, and she is a warrior for the vampire clan. Um, and it stars her. And if you know the other films, she fell in love with a hybrid and she created a hybrid bloodline, had a daughter, and all this sort of thing. Well, this film takes place after the last film, the last film took place in 2012, where she had her daughter, and the council, was trying to get her daughter, the werewolves were trying to get her daughter because she has both abilities. And she's not in the good terms with the council. In this film, it kind of continues on that storyline where she's not in a good terms the vampire council. For one, she messed around with a werewolf, which, if you know the Underworld films, vampires and werewolves do not get along. Plus, to top it off, she killed one of the ancient ones, the ancient vampires in past films. I believe it was the first or second film. She killed one of the council members that was a vampire, which really put her in a bad spot. Well, she kind of is trying to find her daughter, and she's going through the whole process. Runs across the guy played by Theo James. Doesn't know he has connections to the council. His father is on the council, and played by Charles Dancy. Well, she gets invited back to the council, and the one of the ladies on the council and her lover pretty much try to um make it look like she kills a bunch of vampires in training with ultraviolet rays, and they try to frame her. And she flees to the Northern Coven, which it's a very different. It like the one that she's part of. They all wear black, and they're all warriors and all that. The council up north, the Coven, the Northern Coven, all the vampires have white hair. They wear furs. But the special effects are really neat. It tells the storyline how she tries to redeem herself. Come to find out, they find out that the woman on the council really tried to frame her, and she kills Charles Dancy's character. And her son flees with Celine up to the north to get away from the council because they want their heads. Because they think she's killed these guys, and the council doesn't realize the woman on the council was really the bad. Was I'm giving away the film a little bit here, and I apologize. There are some spoilers, but it tells her about her fleeing to the north, and I'm gonna go leave it there. But it tells about her trying to get the daughter, and how she's trying to face off a guy named Marius, who is over the Lycans with the werewolf clan, and he's hunting her down at the same time. Um, but the storyline's really good. It goes from her being in the Coven down in the east all the way to the Northern Coven, and how she's facing off, trying not to be framed, and trying to clear her name because of the woman on the council, going all the way up to the north, trying to fight Marius, and the storyline's really good. I think it's the second best out of the Underworld series. This is the fourth Kate Beckinsale. They did a fourth film. There was, let me think here. Yeah, there's 5 Underworld films altogether. There was 2 with Kate Beckinsale, Underworld Awakening, I believe. Then there was a third one, Rise of the Lycans, that didn't even have Kate Beckinsale. I don't even know if it had Martin Sheen or any of the other characters. Because if you remember, Martin Sheen was in the first two as the head of the werewolves. And then the fourth one that came out in 2012 dealt with her finding her daughter and all that. This one continues on that storyline. The fifth one and the fourth with Kate Beckinsale continues on the fourth movie storyline about her trying to find her daughter. Theo James stars. Charles Dancy's in this film. It's a pretty good vampire film, and I did give a little spoilers about one of the characters causing some issues, but she just has to deal with all this, and it takes place over different regions, like the eastern, which I believe Transylvania and all that area, and then goes all the way up to the north. The special effects are wonderful. The storyline's really good. It's really a dark gothic film. If you've seen the other Underworld films, you know what I'm talking about. It's dark. The special effects were wonderful. The costumes are pretty cool. Of course, you've got to have a car in the film. There's always a car in the film. This one had a neat little car, a couple of scenes. You know, the vampire cars with the tinted glass where they don't, can drive in the sun and all that. That was real neat. And takes place in the Gothic castle up north is beautiful. You see the northern lights, and it's all Gothic. It's snow, and kind of funny. We got hit with our cold 17-degree weather around the time I went and saw the film. So you're out there freezing. You're like, oh man, this looks like the castle weather. But it was a good film. I enjoyed it. I give it 4 stars. I think out of all the Underworld films, this is probably the second best, next to the very first one that came out, I believe, in 2003. If you guys like the Underworld films, definitely check it out. If you like sci-fi or any of those type of films, it's worth going to see. But I don't know if you really have to see the other. I mean, I would recommend looking at the other films before you see it, because you might go in there like, oh, what's this, And it does kind of continue on the old storyline, and about her daughter and all that. So you might kind of want to get caught up before you go see it. But I would definitely recommend it. I thought it was good, and I give it 4 stars. Go check out Underworld Blood Wars. Talk to y'all later. Bye.